everybody, this is Felicia. This sketch here is from the Hip Kit Club, and that is from the Facebook group. And so I'm going to be doing a layout here using that sketch. And I'm going to start off with this photo here of this gigantic, and I do mean gigantic, it was really big, windmill. It didn't look that big, but I was taking it from a little bit of a distance there, and it was huge. It wasn't open so we can go in, so I just went ahead and just took a nice little picture. I have like different rotations or whatever you want to call it of the windmill there. So alrighty, so I'm going to start with some of the pattern paper for this sketch, and I'm going to make this sketch my own. I'm going to do a little bit of variations on it here, and I decided to go ahead and use some of the papers here from out of my Hip Kit. That cardstock is not from the Hip Kit, that is from my stash, and but the pattern paper is all the pattern paper that I'm using on this layout is from the Hip Kit Club. So I decided to go ahead and just take off a little bit there of the blue from the edges there of that cardstock to make it line up with the pattern paper on the sides there. And so you can see that I'm going to be leaving a little bit of the peach colored cardstock there exposed along the edges because that's all I need to have on there. And once I get this down, I'm going to cut the excess off from the edges there at the bottom there. So while I'm doing that, I'll explain where this windmill is located. This windmill is located in the Golden Gate Park, which is in San Francisco, California. And for those of you who've not yet visited San Francisco, you have to visit San Francisco at least once. There's a lot of sites and a lot of history there. So I just say that you have to visit and you have to go to the Golden Gate Park where these two giant windmills are, and they are along the coastline of the park there. So and once you get there, there is, I mean, and you have to do it during the spring because it is the most beautiful around that time. So I'd say about March and April, May, somewhere around in that time is the best time to go because it's absolutely beautiful there because they have these gardens that are just full of these beautiful flowers and it's just awesome. So you have to go ahead and visit there. So as you looked at the sketch at the beginning, the sketch called for some layers. And so I am building up my layers here in this piece here. So I'm building up my layer pack right there. That square doily is from a Freckled Fawn kit, and the round blue doilies are from the Recollections there from Michaels, and they had them at 50% off, and so I got myself quite a few packs there because some of those made it to be like $1.50, and you got like 50 and 25. It was amazing. So I was able to pick up quite a few doily packs. And so I'm building up my cluster here of the layers. And that's in that little multicolored doily that you see in the lower right hand corner there. That's also a Recollections doily. So now I got my layers section there all built up. I'm going to add these tabs. I'm going to add two tabs. One of them I'm going to actually do some journaling on because it's a big tab and it can hold 3 little short sentences on it. So I'm going to go ahead and build that up there, right there. And once I put that on, I'm just going to leave it's white. It's just a plain white tab. So I'm going to put that on there. And so now that I got my cluster here of my layers built up, I'm going to cut this doily, and that piece is going to go at the top. And that's what it's going to serve the second part of the sketch. The sketch calls for it to be a little bit lower in the middle, but I'm going to go ahead and put it at the top. All these little let's see, ephemera pieces are from the Dear Lizzie, what is that? Dear Lizzie Saturday collection. And all those white chipboard pieces are from Allie Edwards' shop. And so she still has those there. And she has like a little pack, it's a 5-pack with plain chipboard, silver, white, and gold, I think it is. And I think another color, I'm not sure. Oh, pink. So it's 5 colors in that. So if you're interested in getting that, it's on the Allie Edwards blog. Everything that I'm using other than the chipboard here and the doilies are from the Hip Kit Club kit there that I have for September and October. And that's the kit that I told you that and early on that I had combined. I'm able to get a lot of layouts out of this kit, so I'll be working on it for a little bit here until I get finished and then, you know, use it up enough to where I can start on the next kit, which is the November kit. So now that I'm getting all these little pieces glued down here, I'm using the white arrows, which are also from that chipboard pack there. And I'm using some of the ephemera, and now I'm going to glue down my layered clustered here. A layered cluster. I'm trying to say that without messing up. And the sketch actually shows it where it's a little bit below that, and but I decided to go ahead and make mine a little bit different, but following, kind of like the sketch idea there. And I'm going to use both of those little tickets. Now, it didn't cost anything to get into the park, but I thought I would use those tickets there anyway because it, just remind me of paying admission to get into a park or something like that. It does cost. It does cost for parking, and parking is, I think, about maybe like $1 or something like that. But it is worth going to the park to see the beautiful gardens there. And the best time to go is, like I said, around January, February, April, May. Not January. I'm sorry, March, April, May, and it's really, really pretty there. So now that I've got all of that stuff glued down, I'm going to go ahead and work on my title here. And I'm using the thickers there from the kit as well. And this is from the Take Me Away collection by Paige Evans. And it's going to be titled Real because every time when I show people that picture, they say, "Is that real?" It's like, yes, it is. It very much is. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to write down a few lines here for the journaling, and I'm going to put where it's located at and the year that we did go. And that will be pretty much it for the layout. Now I just wanted to say that I am doing the 1,000 subby giveaway. So be sure to stay tuned to the end of the video. If you haven't already left me a comment about the prize that I'm giving away so you can see what I'm giving away. And all you have to do to enter for that is you just give me a reason why or not, or if you like mixed media and if you work with mixed media or anything like that. And you have to be a subby, and that's pretty much it. So I want to thank you guys for watching. And like I said, be sure to tune in at the end so that you can see what the prize is. And you guys are so great. We wouldn't be anywhere without our subbies. And I really, really, really appreciate that, you guys. Thanks a lot for everything and take care. Bye-bye.